elemental stiffness matrix derived by using energy method. Similarly, by using a direct method, stiffness of the bar element has determined. To determine the or formulate the elemental stiffness matrix for bar element by using direct method, considering a bar has one end fixed and another end free and axially loaded with a force F1, converting in terms of a Fe model by a two nodes, node 1 and 2, has a force F1 at node 1 and F2 at node 2. Due to the application of a load F1 in F2, displacement will occur at node number 1, U1 and U2. First, consider a polynomial equation for a given bar element. U is equals to A0 plus A1x. We know that. Now, consider a forces at node 1 and 2 with respect to the stress. At node 1, the stress is caused as a compressive stress, and at node number 2, considering as a tensile stress. Stress at node number 1 is a compressive stress. Stress at node number 2 is a tensile stress. We know that the stress equation sigma is equals to F by A. Now we'll write a stress at node number 1, sigma is equals to minus F1 by A due to compressive stress has assumed. Then rearranging this equation in terms of a force F. F1 is equals to minus of sigma A, giving as equation number A. Then stress at node 2 is taken as a tensile stress, positive. Sigma is equals to F2 by A. Then in terms of a force, we are making this equation F2 is equals to sigma A. A means area of cross section. F means force. Sigma is stress, representing as a equation number B. Now these equations writing in a matrix form. On a left hand side, representing as a force vector, and sigma A has taken a common and representing as a matrix. First equation A contains a minus 1 coefficient, equation B contains a plus 1. The sigma A is common. Stress is induced in a member, compression and tension with a uniform cross section. We have taken the common and giving as a name equation number 1. We have to find a stiffness matrix. That stiffness matrix, we know that it is in terms of a generalized equation. We'll get into picture K into Q is equals to F matrix. Now this equation has F is equals to K into Q instead of this one, sigma into A. So this value we need to convert in terms of a KQ. So to convert that one, we know that. So here we have a K means stiffness matrix and Q means displacement vector U, what we are taking here, and then is equals to F. We have an area of cross section. So K is equals to what? AE by L into 1 minus 1, right? A we have. So no effect for this one. So we need to concentrate only the stress. We need to find out the stress. So question mark is here. We have the got idea. We need to find this stress value in terms of a displacement U1 and U2. If we'll convert this value in terms of this one, then we'll get the idea of about the equation. So now we know that Hooke's law, sigma is equals to E into epsilon. E is an Young's modulus, epsilon is a strain. We know that strain is equals to change in length to its original length. What is the change in length to its original length? The total length of the element is L. So when we'll apply the load here, displacement will occurs here U1 and U2 within the element. The maximum elemental displacement which is occur in a element which is equals to U2 minus U1, right? So that U2 minus U1 is equals to delta L, U2 minus U1 whole divided by L. So strain is equals to dou L by L is equals to U2 minus U1 whole divided by L. Then I will take a common L 1 by L into, and simultaneously I'll rearrange this in terms of a order wise, U1 minus U1 plus U2. I have making a rearranged in terms of a order wise, minus U1 plus U2. Then I'll convert this equation in terms of a matrix. L 1 by L I have taken common. Similarly, so then we have in terms of a matrix means I'll take as the coefficient of this one matrix. How we'll write epsilon, which is equals to 1 by L into this equation I have taken this common U1 and U2. So the coefficient of U1 which is equals to minus 1, coefficient of U2 is equals to plus 1. This equation, in terms of equation, this epsilon value we got in terms of a matrix. So why we required this sigma we want in terms of a displacement U1 and U2. The strain is completely depends upon the displacement U1 and U2. Substitute this value in this equation, we get from figure, we'll get this value. So now we have sigma is equals to E into this value. So L 1 by L into minus 1 1 and U1 U2 we got. Now I'll rearrange this equation, E by L minus 1 1 U1 U2, putting in the equation number 1, we get the equation number 1 becomes here F1 F2 I have remains as it is, F1 F2 remains as it is, then this one as remains I have copied, and this one I have copied, only this one has been got changed. This value I have written here, E by L minus 1 1 U1 U2. So this value we have substituted here in this equation. Now we will rearrange this one, only the rearrangement on the right hand side, this will nothing will get changed on the left hand side. So now I'll take EA becomes AE divided by L, I have taken common. So then minus 1 1 remains same, minus 1 1 I have taken this here, then U1 U2 I have taken the common. Now I will multiply this 2 cross 1 matrix and 1 cross 2 matrix, we will get a 2 cross 2 matrix. The 2 cross 2 matrix how we will get? So we have here, we'll multiply row with respect to column, first row. So we have minus 1 into minus 1, first row first column is over, first row second column, first row second column. So this is the second column with the first row, minus 1 into 1, minus 1 into 1. Then we have second row first column, second row first column, 1 minus 1, 1 into minus 1. Then second row second column, 1 into 1, 1 into 1. So we got So this will we have taken as it is, and then this one has we have taken as it is. Then this will yields to AE divided by L, minus 1 into minus 1 plus 1, minus 1 into plus 1 minus 1, 1 plus 1 into minus 1 minus 1, 1 into 1 is 1. So this we have taken as it is. So now we can easily understand this. The value of AE by L into 1 minus 1 minus 1 1 is in a K matrix. So we have this one, F is equals to K into Q matrix. So instead of opposite reverse order, we got the equation, and that is also remains same. Just rearrange the equation. So we have, this is called as a K matrix, stiffness matrix K. That K, we hence we have proved that K is equals to AE by L into 1 minus 1 minus 1 called stiffness matrix. So this matrix what we are getting from this equation is said to be a elemental stiffness matrix, which is a very much important, is equals to K. For your examination point of view, by using a both method, I have formulated the elemental stiffness matrix for a bar element. We can see and check out the sign convention of this elemental stiffness matrix by using a energy method we have derived, by using an energy method, as well as by using a direct method. We got the K is equals to AE by L, 1 minus 1 minus 1 1 is called stiffness matrix of the bar element. This stiffness matrix we will use to solve the each and every types of a bar problems. This is the first characteristics which we'll use to find the solutions for a bar element after the FE model developing for a given problem. So all of you remember this equation. In each and every kind of problems we'll use the same equation. Thank you for listening my lecture. In next video I'll take the stepped bar stiffness matrix. Thank you.